ladies and gentlemen, it's I, Antronus Prime, back here with another upgrade review. This time it's going to be BeelzeBoss Heroic Duo. This is an upgrade kit for your Generations Red Alert and your Universe Sideswipe. I have been waiting for this for months and months, and I just had to have it. Since I seen the first images of it, I thought, you know what, finally a decent Red Alert head. Look at that beauty, look at that. Teddy bear ears. So let me just show you the pieces individually. Start with Sideswipe accessories first. First off, his rocket launcher or shoulder pod or whatever you want to call it. Lovely detail on this thing. I think it's very G1 sort of inspired, and a sort of scaled down version of the masterpiece version of Sideswipe missile. I think it's a nice little touch, nice little Lego hand connection that'll connect to like the shoulder pad that goes with it, but we'll get onto that in just a tad. Next up is his gun. This is a nice sort of solid silver. It's really solid, no bendiness or anything like that. Lovely detailing. I don't know if it's G1 cartoon inspired or any other, if this has appeared in any comics, I'm not too sure, but a lovely size as well, rather than that little pea shooter type thing you get with them. And yeah, overall a lovely quality fit in the hands of the figure. The next novelty thing with the Sideswipe is something that we've seen a lot within the G1 cartoon, are his pile drivers, mini pile drivers that will replace his hands. They just simply slot out. Nice little connection in there. Whoop. And they look like two little lollipops actually, and that's a nice little touch. I like things like this. So let's move on to Red Alerts. Going with the rocket launcher on top, very distinctive. Two different colours here, white and red. Huge massive missile, looks like something out of Doctor Strangelove, like you ride a nuclear missile in it. Now both the end of this, the actual launcher section, are the same as Sideswipe, so that's a nice little touch that they sort of share that common goal. Same gun style, except in a nice sort of red, and this red is equal to what red plastic is on the Red Alert figure. Lovely again. I think red really works, it really shimmers off the light and catches it. As you can see here, Sideswipes again equal. Lovely. And sort of the creme within the box set. One thing that was couldn't wait for is this. Now don't look at that. This is a lovely head sculpt indeed. I don't know why you couldn't just do this to start off with. Now if I can just get, now if you all remember the original head, there we go, just show you the difference. This is Sideswipe, well this is off Red Alert, and this is the official Red Alert head. I've seen a few reviews. Now people have moaned, oh it's too small, it's too small. No, it's not. At the end of the day, he's a different character, different personality. I love it. I think this one's fantastic. I'll just step down in there. I think this one's fantastic. You get the teddy bear ears that we all know sort of Red Alert for, his paranoid little flashing ears. Light piping on a third party head sculpt. Look at that. And you even get this little sort of his top head thing. That's light pipe. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely little piece of work. Why couldn't you just do this in the first place? So let's get on to the main figures and fit all the accessories to them. Oh, I will show you one thing. They do come with these little things. Now these little things are sort of like shoulder connection, shoulder pads, and you see a little groove in them. That's where the Lego hand sort of connection fits, and they're actually nice. It just bumps the character up a bit more, makes him a bit more beefy, a bit more menacing really. But I'll show you as they go on. I'm going to start with Sideswipe first. Okay, so I'll start off with Sideswipe. First, let's get these shoulder mounted pad things on that will hold the missile launcher. It's these two bits. Now they have a little nib underneath that'll fit in nicely where you just turn on. You see these two little black bits at the end. Now what happens is you go with, let's see, the longest bit, sort of the bit that curves last. Oh, I don't know if you can pick it up there. This bit of curves last, that goes on the inside, and the little pad goes on the outside. So, hole in hole, heavy holes goal. Naughty. Let's see. Ooh. And this can pinch in quite nice actually. Now I have discovered a certain problem already as in doing it, but I shall elaborate on it even more. Let's see, here we go. So as you can see, he's a bit beefed up already, Sideswipe is. Looking kind of, oh look at me, I'm so nice. But this is a nice little touch. Next we're going to fit his missile launcher. Now this little missile launcher. Now Sideswipe, as far as I'm aware, according to the cartoon and a few other sort of comics, Sideswipe wears his missile launcher on his right hand side. So if I turn around, just for those in case we get confused, on the right hand side, this side, your left. And all it does is you get your little Lego hand. Your little Lego hand connection, and click it in, and there we go. It can sit, just sits nicely in there if you can see it, and either go forward or just rests back. So that's a nice little fixture. Zoom out a bit more. Next we're just going to give him his gun, and look at it. Already you can see sort of a nice big difference in sort of how the proportions work with Sideswipe. You've got a nice, as much as you've got a nice sort of not oversized missile, but just sort of complements the rest of the size. You can see on them there. Complements the rest of the size. The shoulder pads I think are a really nice sort of jack up from the original toys. Then you have this nice, just a really lovely size gun. It's not too little like the original one that we had, but this is the lovely sort of size gun, and I wish they could release sort of a pack for all of them really. I just think it's a fitting little touch. So we're going to continue with Sideswipe. I'm just going to put his pile drivers on. So back with Sideswipe and his pile driver hands. As you can see, the nice little lollipop shape, and I like the way it gives it space between the actual wrist and the pile driver, so you can get the definition of the lollipop hand or whatever you want to call it. A nice little novelty thing I think for Sideswipe. I mean, I can't see me posing him like this because it just looks odd anyway, but I think it's a good little touch for the little generator for the Universe toy, and that's just clicked off for the Universe toy. And yeah, I think it's a definite good extra little bit of detail for Sideswipe. So we're going to move on to Red Alert now. So first of all, as you can see, it's Red Alert. It is Red Alert with his new head, his teddy bear ears, yes! And I think this looks absolutely fantastic. It's not, I think it's in proportion, it looks lovely, it just something that should have been Red Alert in the first place rather than this little Sideswipe head. If it's fine, it transforms fine. If you wheel it down, there is no catching in the ranks. It was a bit difficult getting the original head on, but then again this just clicked straight on and made up for it, and it was like after all the swearing. But lovely, look at it, absolutely gorgeous. I am over the moon with this head sculpt. Just, it gives Red Alert his character, his persona. It just makes the figure something different. It's not just like a Sideswipe wannabe. So absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to do the same with Red Alert. I'm going to click these shoulder pads on each shoulder. Now that, like Sideswipe has it on his your left, my right, Red Alert as is on his on the other side. As you can see, and I'll just click this here, little ratchet in. Ooh. If it doesn't go off first. Now yeah, these can be a bit floozy, and I'll just tell you the reason why in a second. As you can see, look at it, it's it's just lovely, just absolutely gorgeous. This zoom out, give him his red gun, and let's give him his in the other hand. I don't know which way, he's a bit of a lefty. I always remind me a bit of a lefty sometimes, Red Alert. And there you have it with his gun on, and I don't know, this is just, with everything combined now, with the full sort of makeup on Red Alert. I've got his repo labels on there. I've got the upgrade kit for him. Same goes with Sideswipe. As you can see, that's everything that comes for Red Alert. So let me just bring both of these in. So as you can see, them both now upgraded and both in the picture. Fantastic little set. I would recommend to get this if you can. If you have these two figures, get them. For me now, I feel both Sideswipe and the Red Alert are fully complete. They're upgraded. They can't do anything more unless they're going to release some kind of add-on for Sideswipe, maybe Rocket Pack. But these for me are complete sort of figures. They've got repo labels on, they're shining, they've got the correct head on, they've got the correct weaponry, and they look absolutely the part. They look like we should just get these pre-made, pre in the packet. Why not, like the good old 80s, get the stickers with them, get the proper weaponry. Give you another little shine about on there. Red Alert. Oh, I absolutely love this head. I absolutely love it. What he is becoming one of my favourite pieces of the Generations and classic. Sideswipe just looks cool. I think he'd be proud of that. Now, there is a problem I discovered. Now, if you're like me, I have the Gear of War set. It's the third party one that originally had the missile part, the chrome versions, which are these two bits. I use this for Sideswipe, this for Red Alert. Now, if I just lower their hands, now these shoulder pad bits can go in really tight. However, if you've used the Gear of War, you'll notice that the chrome paint expands the hole slightly. It's slightly bigger and slightly tight against these notches at first. Now, depending on what shoulder you used, you will definitely find a different tightness. One, totally tight. This one can pop right out. Why? Because I have had him sitting in there, this missile sitting in that particular hole, I found that it has expanded this hole here. So therefore, the hole that I want this rocket to sit on actually is looser than his other shoulder. So you might even find this might even shake off if you mess around with this, manhandle the guy too much. Same goes for Sideswipe. I've had his missile in, and I think it just really, it sat there and expanded the hole. And this is, I think it's this side, is it? This is really loose. This is a really loose piece that just pops in, where this bit you have to really screw the way in. That's the only problem I've found so far, or sort of downfall. If you haven't got the Gears of War and haven't had these with a missile launcher in previously, happy days. You should have a good, nice, tight fitting. But I'm so glad to get this set. They look the part, they're absolutely fantastic, and I'm really happy with it. For £20, yeah, I'd say it's worth it. It's worth it-ish. The only thing is, again, I wish you could rotate these outwards without moving the actual shoulder pad, like the Gear of War one. Instead, they're just point blank, straight in your face. But it's not a major deal. The rockets don't fire, thank God, because I'm through with spring-loaded crap just shooting everywhere. But absolutely, the guns, rocket pads, and the head. Just get this thing for the head. It's absolutely beautiful. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is BeelzeBoss Heroic Duo to upgrade your Universe Sideswipe and Generations Red Alert. Let me know what you think of this kit, because for me, outstanding, and these figures are definitely complete for me. So thank you for watching. I'm Antronus Prime, and leave your comments, and if you like what I'm doing, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Ciao.